So right now, I'm at a total of 185K.
Oof.
Yeah. In months, man. It's like 2 months. It's crazy.
Yeah, we are back. What's going on? It's Colin Brown here for Business Girl Living It Back. All right, so we have my man here. We are in this thing. You've been crushing it, brother. So I really want to jump on in here and talk about your experiences so far. And yeah, let's go in from let's go in from here. First of all, tell me, what did you do and where did you find me?
I actually found you on Instagram. Um, I have a business. So my girlfriend and I were starting on a separate business.
Okay.
And I was looking at funding options. That's how we first found you. We ended up going with a different company at that time,
Mm,
which was
hmm.
a huge mistake. Uh, yeah, we didn't get nearly what we thought we would. The structure of them, uh, they weren't, unfortunately, the most reliable, and they didn't have a really good structure. So we ended up not getting nearly what we thought, even though my girlfriend's credit's outstanding, and she has basically no debt. So it was over 800 credit scores and no debt, and we were still getting denials or very uh, small funding amounts. So, but we had that initial meeting with you first. We had a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
meeting with
yeah.
a couple of different companies, and then ended up going with a different company, and they really did us a disservice, in my opinion. So for my funding, we circled back to you, and here we are, man. So that's how we found you, and I gotta say, great experience so far.
I appreciate that, man. A couple things. First, before I even go any further, I paused at the beginning because I was like, I don't know if you want me to go by his actual first name or Jay. I'll just say
Go,
Jay.
Jay. Yeah, Jay
Okay,
is
cool,
good.
cool. That's why I stopped. I
My
was like,
friends call me Jay.
I was about to say your first name. I was like, I mean, we probably let you go by that.
Yeah,
So let me just say Jay. Okay, cool.
absolutely.
And then second, that's a crazy story.
Yeah.
What I liked about that experience is though that you told me straight up. You didn't ghost me. You didn't say like, you just not say anything at all. You were like, hey, I did decide to go with another company. I remember that. And I was like, okay, cool. I respect anybody that does that. But yeah, it ended up working out the absolute best when you did go with them. And that's unfortunate. But I'm glad that you circled back. You must have been like, okay, I think he was cool. He probably was the one, and it ended up working out. So that's cool. Okay.
Right.
So what people really want to hear when they watch these videos is what you said towards the end. You were like, here we are, and it's been a great experience. So let's talk numbers. Like, how much funding have you obtained up to this point?
So right now, I'm at a total of 185K.
Oof.
Yeah. In months, man. It's like 2 months. It's crazy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's nice right there. Okay, okay, okay. Um, so like, how you feel about that though? And I think I asked you that earlier. Like how do you feel about it, and like how does it change the way that you're able to do things with business now, knowing that you had that amount of funding?
Well, we were looking at smaller purchases for the new business. We're doing an acquisition.
Okay,
So we
okay.
were looking at acquiring a smaller company. And now that we've had this funding, um, I mean, we're looking at something that is twice, no, sorry, almost three and a half times as big
Mhm.
um, to purchase. So a completely different company. We were going a different route, um, but this is something that could set us up for the future, and I'm pretty excited about it. So that kind of money is game changing. It's game changing.
I love it, man. I love it. That's what's up, man. I love to hear that. That's what it's all about to me. I love the funding aspect of it, but my favorite part is when you guys are able to actually use the funding and just seeing how that affects, your business and livelihood and everything. So I love it. Now, as far as working with us, like what would you say? Because I don't I want to put it all out there. What would you say has been like some of the biggest challenges that you've had to overcome with working with us, or something that you maybe didn't like the most, or something like that?
Um, well, there really hasn't been much in the way of working with you that I haven't liked. I mean, your structure, like I said, this is a very structured process. You have videos for everything, and it's hey, do this, watch the video, go through the numbers are laid out for you in order to apply to the for the credit cards or for for the loans and everything like that. You really made it very simple. So um in terms of not something I don't like, I don't know because I had that bad experience. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Beforehand, I can't say that I don't like anything that's going on right now. I'm loving it, brother. I'm loving it right now. So it is
I
what it is.
appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Okay, okay, okay. I would ask you the opposite, but you really kind of already said it. I was gonna say like, would you like the most then? And I guess that would be just how things are structured and how you have, excuse me, how you have the videos and everything, and the data points all lined up. Anything else you would say that you like?
Um, you or your coaches are extremely accessible. You get back to me within hours, if not minutes. Um, you have the group chat specifically for me. In addition to obviously the share your wins and all that good stuff.
Hmm.
Um, so it's like I mean, in terms of handholding, it doesn't get much simpler than that. I can ask you a question, and I am full of questions. So I'll be the first to admit it. I've asked you guys about a couple hundred questions at this point. I think you're probably sick of it, but you guys are accessible and you're patient and you answer the question very straightforward. Like I said, I'm loving this experience. So can't really say much else.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Nah, you definitely nah. You
Oh, come on, I'm a little annoying. I know it.
No, no, no. I'm trying to think here. Would I really admit if a client was like, I would say it. I would say, okay.
Right.
I would just word it a certain way. I wouldn't say you asked too many questions, but I'll be like, okay, I ain't gonna lie, you asked a lot of questions, but nah, no, you don't, bro. You really don't. Everything is all good. I appreciate it though. I really do. I think one thing a lot of people ask is to like, and you know what, this is kind of off the cuff. I'll ask this. Um, well, I guess you kind of explained it. I was going to say like, what would be the difference between what you saw with working with the other company and working with us? But I guess that's kind of the things that you were saying there too. Unless there's something else you want to add, because I do have another question. Unless there's something else you want to add, as far as like the difference between working with that first company and working with us. Like, did they have business relationship managers too, or did they send you to
Uh,
like multiple banks, or like how did that work?
they did, yes. So they sent us to um, 5 different banks,
Okay.
um, but they didn't set up accounts at a couple of them beforehand. They just put through
Mhm,
put through cards for those
mhm,
banks. So we only had two banks that we had business accounts for out of the 5 that they sent us to, and then they did Amex as well, um, which I opened up an Amex account for you guys too,
uh-huh.
and was able to get some money out of that. So that was good. Um, so yeah, their structure was completely different. Um, they didn't really give us numbers to put down, except for 2 of those applications as well. They did have us speak to two relationship managers, but it didn't seem like they were helpful
Mhm,
as much as I mean the just my experience with the Bank of America one that we just had,
mhm.
Edith. Um, Incredible, right? I was
Yeah.
denied for I was denied for a card, and then you went back and said, "Hey, let me speak to Edith, the relationship manager at Bank of America," and she was able to speak to the underwriter and get it approved. I mean, for 16K. I mean, come on, man. It doesn't get much better than that. I got zero to 16K, just like that, because because of a relationship manager that you guys possess. So you guys have. So it's fantastic, man. Like I said, like it's a night and day experience from from where I was to where I am now.
Man, that's what's up, man. I love it. Yeah, that is a huge factor for sure. I know. I'm just saying like this. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Yeah, a lot of people say they got relationship managers. And they really don't, or it's just like kind of like your average banker or something like that. But we actually do the work to make sure we have some of the best, and we were constantly adding new relationship managers and things like that. But that's dope because not only was that from 0 to 16K, you actually already had a 16K, so that's 32K
Yeah,
right there total. So
exactly.
yeah, amazing. Okay, well, cool, man. I think that was pretty much it. I'll ask this last question. If somebody was watching this and they were on the fence about working with us, what would you say to them?
I'd say jump in with both feet.
Mm,
It doesn't get better than working with Colin and his team. Um, like I said, nothing but positives. Um, once you're in, the processes are so easy. Just follow what's being said. If you have questions, reach out. It's there. Everything's there for you. So if you're on the fence, don't be on the fence at all. Um, this is literally the best thing that I've done for my business. So there you have it.
perfect. That's what's up, man. Okay. Anything else you want to drop as far as it's different for everybody, but I always ask is there anything you want to promote to anybody that will be watching this, your business or anything else you want to, final little notes here?
Uh, no, no, I'm good. We're once we get to that point, once we acquire the other businesses, we'll put something out. How about
Yeah, there we go. Cool. That's what's up, man. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. Me and you were about to talk real quick. Just make sure you don't have anything else. We'll talk about your strategy and everything. But
that?
outside of that, that's pretty much it. I appreciate it, man. Let's get it.
My pleasure.
All right.